Good evening. This is Manas MESHRAM 2401192 from Section C. Today, I wish to elucidate a pressing structural challenge confronting the Indian economy: rising unemployment and the deacceleration of mid-tier manufacturing enterprises. These intertwined phenomena exert significant ramifications on microeconomic stability, industrial productivity, international trade, and capital investment. A thorough analysis is imperative to understand the underlying causes, economic consequences, and strategic policy prescriptions. Macroeconomic implications of unemployment and manufacturing deacceleration are as follows. First, contradiction in economic growth. The manufacturing sector, accounting for approximately 17% of India's gross domestic product, is pivotal engine of economic expansion. A downturn in this sector precipitates a cascading effect, leading to a contraction in industrial output and overall economic growth. Notably, India's GDP growth rate experienced a decline from 8.3% in 2017 to 4% in 2020, a trajectory exacerbating by stagnant industrial production and subdued employment generation. Second, labor market disruptions and depressed wage growth. The correlation between the manufacturing sector health and employment creation is well established. According to CMIE data 2023, India's unemployment rate has fluctuated around 8 to 9%, signifying chronic labor market disequilibrium. This stagnation leads to reduced household income, diminished consumer spending, and subsequent contraction in aggregate demand, thereby perpetuating a self-reinforcing economic spiral. Third one is declining export competitiveness and trade deficits. India's manufacturing sector is a linchpin of merchandise exports, contributing approximately 15% to total exports. The sector's decline constrains India's ability to maintain global competitiveness, as evident by a 6.86% year-on-year decline in merchandise export in financial year 23. Overheads and intricate compliance framework have led to tepid investment sentiments. The index of industrial production reflected a modest growth of 5.3% in FY23, indicative of restrained industrial expansion. The prescriptions for the strategic policies are: addressing these macroeconomic challenges necessitates a multifaceted approach encompassing physical incentives, regulatory optimization, human capital enhancement, and infrastructure modernization. Augmenting mid-tier manufacturing through regulatory rationalization, expansion of the production-linked incentives schemes to accommodate mid-sized enterprises, ensuring a more inclusive industrial growth trajectory. Regulatory regulatory streamlining to mitigate compliance burdens and improve access to financial capital for micro, small, and medium enterprises, reinforcing the Make in India and Atmanirbhar Bharat frameworks. Institutional supports for manufacturing value chain encompassing tax incentives, logistic efficiency enhancements, and policy-driven supply chain integration. Facilitation for domestic sourcing mandates for multinational corporations operating in India to fortify indigenous manufacturing ecosystems. Third is the advancing workforce development through targeting skilling initiatives, expansion of national skilling programs such as Skill India and PM Kaushal Vikas Yojana to bridge the competency gap in the advanced manufacturing domains, institutionalization of structured apprenticeship programs within mid-tier manufacturing firms to cultivate a specialized labor force, enhancing MSME credit accessibility and financial intermediation, strengthening fiscal instruments such as Mudra loans and SIDBI's MSME credit program to facilitate capital formation can also help. Reduction of interest rates on working capital loans and expediting disbursal of financial assistance to ensure liquidity preservation can also help. Stimulating domestic and global market demand, expansion of export incentive schemes, and trade facilitation policies to augment India's competitiveness in global market is one of the solutions. Rationalization of goods and service tax rates on industrial raw materials to lower production costs and enhance price competitiveness is also one of the solutions. One more thing which can be done is the industrial infrastructure development and technological integration. Expansion of industrial corridors such as the Delhi Mumbai Industrial Corridor and Bangalore Chennai Corridor to establish cost efficient, technologically advanced manufacturing clusters. Adoption of Industry 4.0 paradigms integrating automation, artificial intelligence, and the data analytics to enhance productivity and global competitiveness are some solutions. To conclude this, in summation, the interplay between the unemployment and the manufacturing stagnation presents a formidable challenge to India's economic trajectory. The adverse implications, ranging from constant GDP growth and labor market rigidities to weakened exports competitiveness, necessitates urgent intervention through evidence based policy reforms. A paradigm shift towards inclusive industrial policy, financial deepening, workforce upskilling, and infrastructure modernization is essential to rejuvenate India's manufacturing sector. If systematically implemented, these strategic interventions will not only mitigate the current crisis but also position India as a competitive manufacturing hub with robust manufacturing capacities. Thank you.